was like, I'm fine. Like, I was telling myself, like, you're fine, you're fine. Wowzy.
Don't you think we're better together? Oh, I think we are.
Good morning.
Good morning.
And welcome to the hospital. We just got blood work and now we're headed to MRI to check out Mary's head.
Yep.
Oh, blurry.
Why? Yeah, so it went smoothly. I mean, the ride here was detours and crazy. We were gonna start the vlog in the car, but then it was like, well, that was crazy. But we made it here and checked in. They needed to do blood work to make sure my creatinine, my kidneys are doing okay for the contrast. And now back to MRI to do the MRI, and then we'll be done.
And you're feeling calm about it, right?
Oh yeah, I'm totally fine.
It's gonna be good.
I told him, like, if I end up not being calm about it, then it must be really deep-seated in my head, because right now I'm like totally fine. I'm not worried about the claustrophobia.
Well,
I'm okay.
she did it. It was, well, the first thing was we didn't know that service dogs weren't allowed in the MRI due to the loud noise.
Like,
for the dog's ears.
legally, he's allowed in there. There's two places service dogs are not allowed. The OR and the burn unit. And she said, well, I have no way of protecting his hearing. And so anyway, they said that they've had a service dog stay with them before, but the service dog didn't do well. And long story short, he ended up staying with them and he did perfect. And I was like, yes, we redeemed their service dog experience for them.
Yeah.
But
so I stood in there and held Mary's hands while she was in the machine.
well, it started with he was holding my feet because my feet were sticking out. And then I was like, I'm fine. They put a cage over my head. And I was like, I'm okay, this is fine. And like, what, 2 minutes in, I my breathing started getting like...
I saw your breathing start
to
change and I was like, oh no, what's gonna happen?
And I was like, I'm fine. Like, I was telling myself, like, you're fine, you're fine. And then I started thinking, I don't know how far in I am.
Yeah.
Like, how far into the tube, like...
It was just like up to her waist.
Yeah, and I was like, I wonder if he could reach my hands. But the other thing I noticed was I had the blanket over my feet.
Yeah,
and
you started kicking it off.
Because I realized like that was making me feel more like trapped. But it's crazy, like the power of the brain. Because I was like trying to tell myself like I'm fine.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Is it a poodle?
Standard poodle, yeah.
Standard poodle. She or he?
He.
He is
Thank you.
so handsome.
Thank you.
Oh my lord.
So.
What a good boy you are. Yes, you are. You're a good boy. Yeah.
Thanks. So then basically like my breathing got to the point where I was like, I should probably squeeze this ball. They give you like a
emergency squeezer because there's like no metal in there, which was interesting. Your headphones were like an air tube.
Yeah, isn't that weird?
Yeah.
And I couldn't hear the music like at all.
Really?
No. And I couldn't hear what the woman was saying.
Oh, interesting.
That's what I was trying to sign. I was trying to say like, no, I can't hear. No, thank you. He's working.
Oh, he's working, so I get it.
So I was trying to sign like, I can't hear you, so whatever you're saying, like I can't hear. And it was funny because I signed a few things to Peter, and like when we just got out, he was like, I had no clue what you were saying, just putting it out.
Yeah, it was. But there were just two panic moments.
Whew.
And the one was like toward the end.
Yeah.
What was
I don't know what
there?
that was. I mean, it's so weird because like I'm telling myself like, you're literally fine. Like you are fine. And I think
it was a little unnerving. Like Mary's really calm going into it, and then we get there and it's like, oh, your service dog can't be with you, and then it's like,
which is fine. Like if
yeah, it's just like you didn't know that ahead of time, I feel like
then
that probably.
I need to know that Oliver's gonna be safe.
Yeah.
And I need to know that, well, and basically what I said was, you know, Oliver will stay with you, these ladies in the room, and because they were like totally willing. They were like, it's totally fine if he stays in here. And I said, if he has any trouble at all, you just ask Peter to come out. Because I was like, I can talk myself through this, like I can do this. But I'm thankful. It was really, really sweet. The technician, each time that they changed the imaging, they were like, okay, this next one is 4 minutes long and the dog is doing great.
Mm-hmm.
Look. And,
sure, I'll rest my head on your foot.
So I'm glad Oliver just stayed, and that's part of the public access test, is that the dog needs to stay with a stranger for 3 minutes. And of course he passed that, but 30 minutes. 30 minutes.
I
was like, but I knew he'd be fine.
Yeah, yeah. I think it's just the reality of like being in a new, like we aren't, I think if we were at Children's, I'd feel a whole lot more comfortable because he knows that space. I think it's just like a new hospital. It's just like, I don't know.
Yeah, yeah. But it worked out.
Yeah.
It all worked out. But it's so crazy. Like, I was totally fine.
Yeah.
And then I wasn't.
Yeah.
Which it ended up being fine. They stopped the test for like 1 second when that first like
Panic moment.
Yeah. And they stopped it, but then they restarted it and it was fine. It wasn't, I think what I was like thinking was, if they pull me out, am I gonna be able to go back in? Or is my brain gonna be like, no?
And they did half of the test, and then they did pull her out and put the contrast in her line, which was making me very nervous because she wasn't the most attentive to your port, but the cap did stay sterile,
and
even though I think that is by just God's grace that it stayed sterile, because she was not paying attention to it.
And I don't think she was wearing gloves, was she?
Probably not.
I mean, I had my glasses off, so I couldn't see anything.
But I was right there watching,
you would
making
be.
sure that if the cap got unsterile, that we'd sterilize it. But anyways,
well, and
that's just the reality. I mean, that's how ports get infected, and it's just, I mean, because at one point she laid it down, and
it's nerve-wracking.
anyways, we did it.
But we did it.
Mary
Thank
did
you.
it.
Thank
Good job.
you for keeping me sane.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand how my brain, like, I don't have things like that. Like, I get medical testing all the time. Like,
yeah.
It's just crazy. And the other thing that I think I started freaking myself out about, I was thinking about past MRIs when I was in the whole way.
Mm-hmm.
And then I started thinking about that. Oh my goodness. But
Oh man.
Alright. It was so crazy because I was like, I am fine.
I have to give these tickets. We're waiting for our car for valet. We're used to, at our hospital, our normal hospital, you just pay. But I think I have to go give the tickets to the guys before they go get the car. I'll be back.
Oh, breathing. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, and I had to take my Dexcom off because of the MRI. You can't have anything. And I called Dexcom a couple days ago about it, just to ask, like, so it's not okay in the MRI, is that right? And like, can I take the transmitter off and then put it back on? And they said, no, you have to take the whole sensor off because the new, whatever, long story.
You can't restart it. Oh.
Well, that and the casing breaks when you take it off. But they said, after your MRI, just call us and we'll send you a replacement. Cool. So I'll call them, and all is well.
All is well.
Brains are crazy things.
Random comment.
He's laughing at me, but I'm thinking that because in my brain, I know that I'm fine, but my brain is telling me you're not okay, and my brain is telling my lungs to breathe really fast.
And all while this is happening, we're getting an MRI of her brain.
Ta-da! Peter was wearing his gratitude shirt.
And my hat.
And your hat.
Yeah.
And while I was in there, I was thinking about how he had his gratitude shirt on, and I was like, yes, gratitude. I am really grateful that we have doctors who have access to testing to try to figure out what's wrong, and that's why we're here. They're trying to figure out, you know, the reasons behind my headaches, and I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that we have this testing available. I'm grateful that Peter's in here. I'm grateful that, you know, and I started like just kind of talking myself through gratitude, and I don't know, I think medical stuff can be a good time, you know, when you're stuck in a hospital or when you're stuck in an MRI tube. Not stuck in, I wasn't stuck.
Yeah.
When you're in an MRI tube, like, you can really think, and you can't really escape your thoughts. But anyway, all of that to say, I'm grateful. Okay, while Peter gets gas, I'm gonna throw a new Dexcom on. Okay. Oh, weird. The transmitter is like stuck in my old sensor. Weird. Okay, that's not good. Oh, there we go. Okay. That was weird. Weird. Wowzy. Holy moly. That's a lot of blood. What in the world? Oh. Blood.
What?
This is like gushing.
Oh no. Oh. Because you took the old one?
This is the new one.
Oh no. Okay, what do you need to do?
Can you open this?
Yep. That is weird.
It happens to some people.
Oh really?
I've just never had it happen.
Is it still gonna work?
I don't know if it's gonna work.
Okay, let me open and get air conditioning.
Okay. Ah! Does it look like it's still currently bleeding?
It is all bloody. I don't... It's not like gushing out, but I don't know.
Odd. Okay, well, there's that.
I don't know if we told you guys the success of our day at the hospital was that at the blood draw lab, they were able to draw... They had to check Mary's creatinine. Did you tell them about this? They had to check her creatinine because, anyways.
IV contrast.
Yep. But they sent IV nurse down to draw the labs off of her port so that she didn't have to get a stick for a blood draw, which that was a huge success because not every hospital will do that. They'll be like, nope, give me your arm. Anyways, we stopped and got some Thai food. And when I was in there, the lady asked me if I wanted to try this fruit. And I think it's called like longan, or I don't know how you say it, but it's L-O-N, she spelled it for me, L-O-N-G-A-N, I think. And she said to peel it.
Peel it.
Oh, wow.
That was really sweet of her to give this.
Yes, they were like they were hers. I think they were closing soon. She had like a bag of them. Look at that.
She said it looks like an eyeball.
It looks like an eyeball.
And it does.
You eat just the outside and the inside's like the seed.
Okay, I'm sorry this is taking me a long time.
It's okay. The outside's very like crunchy. Oh, my eye.
Cheers with an eyeball.
Let's try it.
Mmm.
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 That's good. It's sweet.
Mmm.
Well, there you have it. You heard it here on the Frey Life. They're good. And as always, we will see you tomorrow. Good night.
Don't you think we're
And I think this little guy is tired out. Hey, you want to end the vlog? Oh, he heard good night. Let's go on to bed.
Good night, everybody.
We'll see you tomorrow.